Molly Rauch, hey there, friend. We started the lesson with you asking me about the flat 3. So I did a quick review, and we played in the key of G. And you remembered, well, you first played your chord scale, 5 chords. You identified G, C, and D as a 1-4-5 combo, and then you played it in the most efficient way you could. And I called that rock box number 1. It's a 1-4-5. And I said, where is the flat 7? And you thought, well, 1's also an 8, so a flat 7's a whole step down. Flat 7, 4, 1. That's the other rock box, number 2. And then you used the same logic. You took a 4 chord and you said, oh, for flat 3 has to be a whole step down from 4. So that's the third rock box. Flat 3, 4, 1. And then we discovered that Hard to Handle sort of uses all 3. So the main groove is a flat 7, 4, 1, like a rock box number 2. That goes over and over. And finally you get to the 5 chord. And now we're going to do the flat 3 to 4, and then the flat 7. So it uses both tricks in conjunction. And then we just kind of discover that the rock box number 3, the flat 3 to 4, gives you this kind of mean, grimy blues sound. And we started just applying it. You could apply it to a full blues like this. If I'm in G, and then I can go to the 4 chord and C, and just repeat it. It's a little fatiguing to the hand, but it helps you geographically sort of orient to the progression. But then we did it in the key of E, and we decided that it's E, G, and A. Then we did the sequence, so we got to the 4 chord in the key of E, which is A, and we realized here it would be A, C, D, relative to the A chord. And then I pointed out that it's Boom Boom by John Lee Hooker. So the riff, we reviewed this space. And then we did the riff. This is a grace note 2 to 4. 1, 3, 4, 1. Same riff, but going to A. The only anomaly is here, you go to the B. And then back to E. That's exactly 12 bars. The 12-bar blues. And then we talked about how to fight loneliness. And we talked a bit about minor keys. We just reviewed briefly how they work. And the way that they work is that, let's put this in the key of E minor. The 1, 4, and the 5 immediately go minor. So now you have E minor is your 1, A minor is your 4, and B minor is your 5. Those are always the most important 3, but they've gone from all major to all minor. That's the simplest way to think about a minor key. And then you take the 3 scale degrees that are flattened, and those become your major chords. That means flat 3, flat 6, and flat 7. So if this is E major, E minor is 1, flat 3 is G. Then the E minor scale goes, I'm skipping 2. So you have E minor, G is your flat 3, A minor is 4, B minor is 5. Then you have a flat 6, C major, and a flat 7, D major. So flat 3, 6, and 7 form your 3 major chords. 1, 4, and 5 are your 3 minor chords. And then the diminish has migrated from one extreme, which is the 7th, to the other extreme, which is the 2. So in a minor key, the 2nd chord is diminished. But how to fight loneliness is in B minor, and it does the great cliche of minor key playing, which is the following progression. That means minor, 1, flat 7 major, flat 6 major, 5 major, and that's a deviation from the real traditional rule. Not a rule, but you know, the traditional theory. And so that's the standard falling progression. You can play it all kinds of ways, but you hear it everywhere. And then the half fall is when it goes to the flat 6 and comes back up, and that's the 6, 6, 6, 7. Or conversely, the watchtower progression. And examples, of course, could be multiplied. And then for How to Fight Loneliness, we decided to play this B minor. It's more comfortable. The second chord is really an A major 6. That means a flat finger A, but grabbing the F sharp with it. Then it's a pure open G and an F sharp major. The only other chord you need in this song is your A major later will become an A sharp diminished. So you play an A7, and then you add A sharp as the root on the A string first fret. That's the only anomalous kind of chord. So in the strum pattern was. Option, instead of strumming the whole F sharp to do a little riff, you were going, which is the right notes, but it's more fun, I realized, to do on the second string, like your down up scale. You can use the open high E, just like Painted Black. So it's 7, 5, 3, 2. Smile. That's kind of your verse. Fill your heart with smoke. And what we call the pre-chorus is E minor and A. And the first thing you ever want. You use half the strum pattern and repeat it. Last thing you ever need. It's how you fight loneliness. Later on, he substitutes the D major, the relative major. Just smile all the time, which he uses over and over at the outro. Just smile all the time. And that was the last bit of your lesson, was a review of the relative major and minor concept. So it's a simple concept. If I play a D major, relative minor uses all the same notes, and it's based on the 6th chord, so you just go 8, 7, 6. And then the contrary, the converse is just to start with a minor chord and go 6, 7, 8. So D and B minor form a relative pair. Just like G and E minor, 8, 7, 6, 6, 7, 8. C and A minor, 8, 7, 6, 6, 7, 8, and F and D minor, 8, 7, 6, 6, 7, 8. And that's the relative minor concept, which the relative minor is when it's different tonics but the same exact notes, and parallel minor is when it's the same tonic but different notes. That's most of what we covered, friend. Have fun.